Hello everyone, please give me a little wave if you hear me clearly. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Before we start, I would like to inform to all the audience, in order not to disturb the course of the webinar, please mute your microphone and feel free to open up your camera. This webinar will have two rounds of a discussion. End of the discussion, we will have a Q&A session. If you have a question for our panel, kindly respond and hit a question in the chat box. We are apologize if there are any problems and delay with our technical difficulties, but please bear with us as we will try our best to continue this webinar. Today, we will be discussing a very interesting topic, which is period poverty and public health. I am your moderator for today. With us joining today, our four panelists. The first one, we have Dr. AZMI, a sociology lecturer in IIUM. The second one is Madam KARIM, a period poverty researcher. The third panelist is a volunteer activity icon of Malaysia, Madam SAFIYAH RAMLI. Last but not least, Dr. RUSYDA MASKODIN, the officer of the Department of Social Welfare Malaysia, Women and Children. Ladies and gentlemen, shame, fear, and feel overwhelmed when it comes to menstruation make some women take this issue not seriously, regardless of the adverse effect that will happen. This issue is often considered simple because of our citizen perception that it is a shameful thing to discuss. I am very motivated to host our first panel to jumpstart the conversation. Please be welcome our first panel, Dr. AZUA. Hi, Doctor. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Ms. AQILAH. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm great. Good to hear that, Dr. AZUA. So, what actually period poverty? Can you share with us the factor and the period stigma?
Okay. First of all, thank you for the question about the period poverty. In my view, the period of poverty is when it's involved a person in their inability to provide the necessity and equipment needed during menstruation, probably due to financial problems, which is limited income, when they have to prioritize other needs more than the needs during menstruation. According to a report from the Star newspaper, in Malaysia, an average pack of 16 sanitary pads costs 10 ringgit and a pack of 16 tampons costs 28 ringgit Malaysia. So, individuals in this issue include teenage girls who are still under the care of their parents. This means they have no saving. All their needs are in the hand of their parents, and what is provided in their daily, that's only they will get. In this case, their parent may not be from the high income person in employment. In addition, working women with income that's still unstable, and it's require them to bear all the costs on their own. The reason why I'm saying this is because workers whose income that's still unstable are normally come from the individual who just starting in their career, or maybe they work in the cities that far from their families. And of course, they need to be aware about their facilities surrounding, for example, vehicle or house rental. Therefore, the price of pack is considered expensive for someone with limited saving. As we can see, these two categories are actually almost the same, which is they have their own dependents that they felt are more important than prioritizing this menstruation equipment. For example, like us, the payment of water or electricity bills and other costs that are higher compared to the equipment during menstruation. So that's my explanation about period poverty. Back to you, Ms. AQILAH.
Thank you, Dr. AZUA. I believe that this issue may be something new in Malaysia, but it's really happening in our society. As Dr. AZUA said, financial problems are one of the factors that cause the period poverty. One case where a mother killed her two children just because she was too upset with her husband who refused to give money to buy a sanitary pad. So what do you think, Madam Umi? Why does this thing happen?
Thank you, Moderator Miss AQILAH, for inviting me. Assalamualaikum and very good day I bid to all of you. As far as I am concerned, period poverty issue is not a something new in the world. It is always ongoing, but in our society, there is no awareness about this matter. It makes this issue still increase day by day. Commonly, period poverty issue is happen to a single mother, orphanage, and also homeless women. This is because they have no place to depend on. I believe the factor of this issue is lack of knowledge about menstruation, which is some people didn't know how to manage the blood, why we need to keep clean even in menstruation period, and so on. Basically, this thing happened to the girl first experience menstruation in their primary school. As we know, women reach the age of maturity as early as 9 years old. So those girls who menstruate at the age of 9 or 10 years old, they are not too exposed to knowledge of menstrual management, so that their management of menstruation will not be complete due to lack of knowledge. For the example, the girl didn't change a pad for a day, or they just use a tissue as a menstrual product. The period poverty issue will occur to the girl because of this factor. In conclusion, I suggest to parents to take some time to explain and teach their daughter about the menstrual management, which is for more specifically is to the menstrual education. Uh, Parents cannot take this easy lah, because it is important to know and master the menstrual education, especially for the women nowadays. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Umi. On average, among those who often face this issue are the homeless, orphanage, and single mom. As you said, the lack of knowledge about menstruation. So it's really related to our personal hygiene, right? So how about the women who live in rural area and urban poor families? I'm inviting our third panel, Madam SAFIYAH, to elaborate more about this issue. Please let me hand it over her.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to say thank you for the moderator for inviting me as a panel for this webinar. And I want to apologize to all of you because I cannot join you guys for the live session. When we discuss about pre-poverty, there are a few things we must to know. In pre-poverty, we look at constraint in managing menstruation. This means, can woman handle her menstruation in a healthy and safe way? Through the four main aspects, we can see that. And today, I want to highlight one of them, which is lack of personal hygiene. Personal hygiene like toilet, clean water, soap, disposal for individuals who use sanitary pad. When a woman in menstruation, she must change her sanitary product regularly. That's why they require restroom with the clean water and soap to ensure that sanitary item will converted in hygienic condition. People with poor personal hygiene, the body will provide an ideal environment for dream to grow, leaving it vulnerable to infection. That's why personal hygiene is very important during menstruation. Good personal hygiene involves to keeping all part of the external body clean and healthy. I still remember in my experience when I joined a volunteer activity in rural area, I found that the lack of source of clean water. This condition not only affect in managing menstruation but also affect their daily activity. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam SAFIYAH. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know there are those who are willing to commit suicide and some of them get pregnant as one way to not menstrual cycle happen? See how big this issue really are. So we go through to our fourth panelist, Dr. Rushda. How are you, Doctor? I think Dr. Rushda have an internet problem. Let me check first. Dr. Rushda?
Sorry. Have too many problems today. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Great. So as the Officer of Women and Children, Dr. Rushda, can you share with us about this statement that I have mentioned?
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you. And thank you to moderator. As a JKM officer, to be honest, I feel very sad with this issue of period poverty that has occurred in our own country. Before this, the head of the Pejuang Women Youth, Dr. Nurul ASYIQIN Babahui, has issued a statement in the Sinar Harian newspaper on period poverty, especially on the issue of women who are less able to decide to get pregnant regularly to avoid buying sanitary pads for 9 months without thinking about the cost of child support in the future. Periods poverty can cause pregnancies to occur uncontrollably. In other words, we can say that some of them fail to practice good family planning when they have faced this issue. Nowadays, all basic needs are getting more expensive, including sanitary pads, due to the economic crisis. Therefore, some women will think twice about buying the sanitary pad, as some of them might not be able to afford it. They might think that sanitary pad is less important compared to other things. When a person is in a difficult and desperate situation, they will only think of short-term ways of not buying a sanitary pad in 9 months by way of pregnancies. Hence, we cannot simply blame those who are facing periods of poverty, since we do not know the difficulties they have to face in their life. Nevertheless, big applause goes to NGOs which have worked hard to raise awareness and provide assistance, as the public also can assist in the dissemination of information so that the government, especially us in JKM department, can get accurate statistics on this issue and can deliver assistance to those in need immediately. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rushda, for the explanation. So we can conclude that period poverty will happen against the financial problem, lack of knowledge in menstruation, carelessness about personal hygiene, and non-management in family planning. And I still remember back in a year of lockdown and movement restriction due to the COVID-19 pandemic, one Twitter post on period poverty has gained the attention of Malaysians. One tweet stood out because the Twitter user bought sanitary pad for a girl outside a grocery, um, outside the grocery store as she could not afford them. This scenario has become an acute reality in the country, and it's happening in our beloved country, Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, if there are a problem, there is always an effect and solution. For this second round, of webinar, two of our panelists will be discussing the effect, and another two panelists will simplify the solution about period poverty. So back to you, Dr. Azwa. What will be the impact on women who have financial problem that you said before? There must be a serious impact in a term of mental and physical health, right? Dr. Azwa, can you hear me? So it's okay. I will.
Hello?
Yeah,
Can you
Dr.
hear me?
Azwa.
I'm so sorry. Okay,
Okay, you
thank
can
you for the
continue
question.
your explanation. What will be the impact on women who have financial problem? As you said before, there must be a serious impact in the term of mental and physical health. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for the question. I believe every single things have their own impact or effect. Same goes to the period poverty issue. A significant effect can be seen on working women, for example, when the whole country is in COVID-19 pandemic. When this happens, the individual who suffer from period poverty is not only have financial problems, but also lose their job. Therefore, again, they are not only unable to provide the necessity during menstruation, but other needs as well that were considered as priority before. The National Population and Family Development Board of Malaysia says that the B40 household significantly struggle with this issue. As an effect of this, the problem of depression can occur and increase in our country. Come to think of it, if we were in their position as well, I'm not sure if we could get through it. Imagine that even if we jobless or job loss has confused us by thinking where we should find a new job, especially during this pandemic. And especially when thinking about daily needs in terms of nutrition, household needs, or maybe debts, and so on. This is difficult and tiring for the individual to go through on their own. Eventually, they will make the decision under their control that they shouldn't have made. For example, committing suicide or engaging illegal activity or job simply to earn money during to their desperation. So this is one of the effect. Thank you.
This is the clear side from our first panel. It is heartbreaking when this other woman suffering from depression just of thinking about the problems, whereas the menstrual cycle is the essential thing that happened to us. As a period poverty researcher, Madam Umi, what are the other impact that would happen if our society still underestimate this serious issue? Please welcome Madam Umi.
Thank you, moderator. In my view, the effect that we can see clearly if the women facing the period poverty issue is their health, basically. They are used a variety of products
Madam Umi, are you there? I think we can go to the next section which is the solution. So if Dr. Umi can access her internet, we can discuss the effect with her. Thank you. Okay. If we talk about the solution, how can we help to overcome this situation even when our society assume period poverty as a taboo issue? Please welcome our third panel, Madam SAFIYAH, to share your opinion.
There are a lot of ways that we can get involved and make a difference to help end period poverty, such as provide an education. Education in what way? First, we can give proper education and knowledge in menstrual management and healthy to men and women, starting early age. For example, menstruation education in school and home. Teacher and parent play an important role in providing education related to menstruation. This can provide early exposure to them. Second, increasing education status of women. As a woman, knowledge in menstruation is very important. This knowledge can help them to manage their period with healthy and safe way. Third, educate community with social media, such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and another else. With social media, we can sharing information through video and infographic. This is a good way to educate others and increasing attention to period poverty. Social media has a power to raise public awareness and get people more involved. This menstrual education should be given attention by all. If we do not care about education and proper knowledge about menstrual, this is what happened. In this issue of menstrual is considered a taboo issue. Menstrual is the thing that we should be allowed or something that we should be seen as a sexual topic because menstrual is a biological process and human nature. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam SAFIYAH. I think it was a clear point of view. I agree that nowadays social media platforms are the best to educate our netizen about this period poverty. Okay, back to Madam Umi. As a period poverty researcher, Madam Umi, what are the other effects that would happen if our society still underestimate this serious issue? Please welcome, Madam Umi.
Thank you, moderator. First of all, I am sorry for due to the technical problem. So, in my view, the effect that we can see clearly if the women facing the period poverty issue is their health. Basically, there are used a variety of menstrual product which is didn't need a lot of cost to have it. It means they prefer cheaper product than instead of expensive but quality ones. For the example, they use a towel, tissue, and the paper, but sometimes they also use leaf as a menstrual product during the menstruation period. Those who use this kind of menstrual product, they need a high effort to keep themselves clean during the menstruation period, which is they need to wash and change their menstrual product regularly, especially when the flow of the blood is quite heavy. But sometimes there are some people didn't really care about their cleanliness during menstruation period. This is the reason why their health is affected. The level of hygiene of menstrual products is not guaranteed to be completely safe, such as the leaf and the paper is not really good to our body, especially for the sensitive part. This product may cause an infection or rashes in our sensitive part. So, based on by this effect, we know and we clear when we use the variety of menstrual product, the first important thing is to keep ourselves clean every time, even in menstruation period. I hope I answer your question, dear moderator.
Thank you, Madam Umi. It was exactly what I was thinking. For me, women should not feel burdened with themselves. So obviously, here we can see a harsh impact will happen to a woman and girls who face this problem. So this period poverty and health education should not only mastered by women, it's also important to men. Every man must have women in their life, such as such as his mother, his sister, wife, and daughter. It's not wrong for us to together understand and take this issue seriously for the sake of our harmonious and happy life. So, about the solution, our last discussion today, Dr. Rushda, can you share the other way to overcome this problem to a solution? A warm welcome to you, Dr. Rushda.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Aqilah. There are various ways to overcome this problem of period poverty that I can suggest with you. One of them is assistance from the government and how to use the right products and save. Tengku Zafrul Aziz, the finance minister, told Parliament during the presentation of last budget 2022 that the government will provide monthly assistance to 130,000 low-income female teenagers in the form of personal hygiene kits. This is a part of a campaign to address the problem of period poverty. If the government wants to give this kind of help, I really hope that they provide quality pads that are available, that are familiar brand in the market instead of cheap pads and no good quality. This is because women's intimate is a sensitive area and need good care of it. On top of that, the government also should make it easier for all women to have access to sanitary pads for free and make it easier for women to access pads in public places, for example, in public toilets. In addition, women can take the initiative to use safe and economical menstrual products. For example, menstrual cups like this. Among the advantages of using this menstrual cup is that it can hold a lot of menstrual blood over a long period of time compared to a pad and can be used repeatedly. Moreover, the price is much cheaper than the pad. Okay, Ms. Aqilah and all panels, what can I conclude is make sure, and I hope all citizens work together in overcoming the problem of this period poverty in our country. Please do not underestimate this issue because the impact is very big and serious, especially to women. We also need together give them hope to those facing this issue that there is a solution to their problems. That's all my point, Ms. Aqilah. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rushda, for the clear simplification. Did you know in Scotland and New Zealand, they provide free access to sanitary products to all women and schoolgirls? I think our government also can do this action to overcome this issue effectively. Ladies and gentlemen, as a conclusion, period poverty is a lack of access to safe and hygienic sanitary products due to financial pressure. Also, a lack of knowledge in proper personal care. Please don't turn a blind eye to this issue of period poverty. I believe that if all parties play an important role, we can take the edge of this program. Let's make a change, make women feel safe, free, and loved. I think that's all for our webinar today. A big thanks to our invited panelists and to all the audience. I hope that you can learn a lot from our discussion today. So, before we end our webinar, let's move to Q&A session. I will read the question on the chat box. So, for the first question from Dr. Nuraliza, our society now is already getting used to using disposable sanitary pad and for babies, disposable diapers to the point that they refuse to use clothes as sanitary pad or baby napkin. What is your comment about this? So I open to the four panelists. who willing to answer this question?
Okay, can I answer?
Sure, Dr. Azwa.
Okay. Actually, it's a good thing. It's a great for my opinion, because if you can afford it and you can do that, I think it will better and guarantee for your health. Yeah, it's better to guarantee you in term of health. That's my question. That's my answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Azwa. So, for the second question, did you think by encourage women to use clothes pad is a better step for the long term?
May I answer this question?
Sure, Madam Umi.
Okay, in my opinion, for encourage women to use a clothes pads for the long term is not really good, but it can for if can it can if the women or the family is not having a financial problem, which is they didn't have, then they unable to access to this menstrual necessities or something like that lah. Besides, if we use clothes pads, they may they will cause a leaking, and we need to change regularly, especially when the flow of the blood is quite heavy, like I said just second round. Okay, that's all from me.
Thank you, Madam Umi. For my point is, did you know clothes pad can last until 5 years? So it's quite reasonable to buy instead of the other person who have a financial problem. So we go to our third third question. I think this is the last question because we already out of time. So from Izzati Hasina, are there any challenge to people experiencing period poverty? So I think this question related to our third panel explanation just now. So please be welcome, Madam SAFIYAH.
You guys can hear my voice?
Yes, Madam SAFIYAH.
Okay, thank you, moderator, for this question. Yes, there are a lot of challenging who do experiencing period poverty. Period poverty may cause of physical, mental, and emotional challenges. It can make people feel shame for the menstruating, and the stigma surrounding period prevent individuals from talking about it. I hope my explanation can help you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam SAFIYAH. So I think we already 33 minutes. How about the other question, Dr. Nuraliza? Can I further the question? Thank you. Okay. So from Nabihah. Assalamualaikum and good day. I would like to know what can we do to provide help as an individual. So I think who can answer this question? Panel number one, right?
I will try.
Sure.
Of course, everyone can give some help. The help, for example, maybe you can donate the period product for individual that you know that struggle in this issue, or maybe you can donate to charity, or you can join the awareness campaign. So everyone can give some help. even it's a little thing. And I really hope that we also give some help to those who suffer from this issue in any way according to our own ability. That's my answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Azwa. So for my opinion, I just saw that one of the mosque in Ipoh Perak just put the basic need in their mosque. So who want to take the basic needs like rice, sugar, salt, and on, they can just take it for free. So I think sanitary pads also we can put there to women who needs it. This is for the individual help. So move to the next question from Wan Atira. Is period poverty a global issue? Can Madam Safiyah answer this question?
Miss Aqilah, can I edit some information?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you. I just want to tell you about this issue that if I'm not mistaken, this issue was raised during 2014. So it seems like it has been going for a long time, just not known and raised it more that causing the community to be insensitive this problem. So we as a new generation, we have to think about a new solution to avoid this issue getting worse. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rushda. So for the one Atira question, I will answer the question. Yes, it is a global issue because just now, Dr. Rushda just said that this issue start from 2014, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the global issue, and surprisingly, it's happening in Malaysia actually. I think it's only happened in Bangladesh or India country. So it's really a global issue. So move to Dr. Noraliza question. It was said that some women prefer to get pregnant rather than buy supplies of sanitary pads, but the cost of raising the baby is much higher. Wow, it's a good question. What can be done about this? Who willing to answer this question? Madam? And do you want us to end this session? Okay. Thank you for all your participating in this webinar today. I hope you learned a lot from this webinar. So thank you, and I'm so sorry for any problem that happened to us. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum and see you again.
Okay, thank you very much. Group 4. Okay, can you please stop the recording? Okay, good job, ladies.